I'm back, and this is video 80. And in the last video, I spent some time to set up my body cultivation room, and I did that by making it a very auspicious room, and I had some trouble with doing that until I eventually figured that out. So now I'm just going to complete my body cultivation room, and then set up my body cultivator, and then move on to practicing Shendao cultivation. So one thing about my body cultivation room is that I need to make sure that these tombs have a corpse inside of them so that my body cultivator can get the Wraith Essence. So first let me see if there are any corpses around, and there are. So I'm just going to bury this corpse in this tomb, and then if I can find another corpse, then I'll bury it whenever I get an invader or something like that. Wow, these are a lot of artifacts that these invaders must have dropped. Well, anyways, now this tomb is full, so my body cultivator should be getting Wraith Essence. Now that tomb is full, so let's see. If I go to their cultivation menu, yep, I knew that it would be this one just because I only have one of them. So as you can see, I am starting to accumulate some Wraith Breath or Wraith Essences. So that's pretty good. And then besides that, this body cultivator is pretty much just someone that I made just to show you guys how it would kind of work in terms of leveling it up. So I'm actually going to move forward with promoting this body cultivator. And before I do this one, I want to give them a negative moodlet because, let's see, I can show you guys. This miracle right here, which is called Furious Berserk, increases your body cultivator's attack power based on how many negative moodlets they have. And there are some really good negative moodlets that body cultivators cannot get unless they are immortal. So you can get a really good negative moodlet from eating a strange mushroom, and then you can get another really good one from having your two disciples and that are in the same room in the same set of double beds. So those are two moodlets that are really good for body cultivation, but they're not accessible as their inner disciple. So what you want to do is actually get those moodlets on your body cultivator and then promote them. But typically you don't really have to worry, or typically you can't really worry about this if you're just starting off with a body cultivator because of how hard it is to get the strange mushroom. So I'm on the Furious Berserk page right now, and as you can see, this one is a 200 negative moodlet for eating this, and you get that from the strange mushroom. So that's really good because Furious Berserk only stacks up to 999, so 200 is already getting about 20% of the work done, which is really good. So as you can see in the wiki page, it says eat as an outer disciple and then promote them to body cultivator before the moodlet expires, so that they will still have this moodlet while they are a body cultivator. So that's pretty much the process, and I'll show you guys how to get a strange mushroom. So strange mushrooms are bugged in the game to cost 99,999 spirit stone, so you definitely don't want to buy them from Sects even if they do appear, but they can appear sometimes in Sects. And when you see that, you'll see that and be like, wow, why is this so expensive? And it is that expensive because it's bugged. But besides that, you can get a lot of strange mushrooms in these locations, which are Mistwood Forest and Ratoon Village. I think it would be more reasonable to get it from Mistwood Forest just because there are a lot of reasons why you would want to travel to Mount Tiger Paw, and it should be a closer distance, or if not around the same distance from the Sect to Riverbank Plains. And then on top of that, Riverbank City or Riverbank Plains, whichever location is unlocked by default, has all of these other locations, so that's going to make it more difficult and have you and give you a lower chance to unlock Ratoon Village, whereas Mount Tiger Paw only has 2 side locations, so you have a really high chance to unlock Mistwood Forest. a 1.5 chance. So I'm just going to send one of my demigod disciples into Mistwood Forest and then collect that strange mushroom so that I can feed it to my mortal and then promote them to becoming a body cultivator. So the stack of strange mushroom can be found over here, and there's also some spirit wood. So this is just all in all a really good place to be early game if you can navigate in between these beasts. And as you can see, I now have, or at least I now will have 70 something strange mushroom. It was 25 and 48, so there should be 73. And then there's also some gold wood here, which is pretty nice. There's only 2. Actually, that's not really much at all. And then there's yet another 2 stacks of strange mushroom. I do want to take this gnarled vine, so I will just take 1 stack of strange mushroom. So this is pretty much as much strange mushroom as you would need for a full gameplay, because you really only need 1 strange mushroom for each body cultivator. So just 1 stack would be enough, because there's no way that you will have even 48 body cultivators, right? So yeah, you would just go here to get some spirit wood and some strange mushroom for your body cultivator, so that they can have 200 stacks of Furious Berserk already figured out. So the next thing that I want to do is add a double bed into a room, and then assign this double bed to my body cultivator 2 and whoever else. So body cultivator 2 and then Mao Su. Let's see. Okay, they're not getting a bad mood from that, huh? Maybe they're opposite genders. Yeah, so this is a male and this is a female. Let's try to switch it up and do Abbott 1. I guess they don't really care. I believe I should be able to get this moodlet even while they're inner disciple, and I'm really confident in the, or really satisfied with what Furious Berserk will be with just a strange mushroom. So I'll just scrap this part and move forward and have my body cultivator number 2 eat a forming pill, and then I'll have them eat the strange mushroom. So where are my forming pills? I know they're somewhere over here. Yep. And now let's go to the strange mushroom, which is the main thing that you want to focus on. So you can click attempt eating on the strange mushroom and then eat it despite the risk. And now my body cultivator is basically on drugs and has all of these bonuses right here. They won't work, bad movement speed, nightmare occurrence, sweet dream occurrence, energy consumption. Very interesting. I didn't know that it gave you good pain tolerance though. That's something that could be maybe used, but I don't know. It only lasts for 5 days. Anyways, moving forward, now that I have this negative moodlet, I'll promote them to be a body cultivator. And since they're a body cultivator, now I've unlocked all of these different secret bodies that come with the first phase. And if I go to painful memories, they now have the hallucination. And then they have these other ones that came from me promoting them and having them living with the outer disciple, etc., etc. So yeah, you just want to stack up a lot of painful memories for your body cultivator. And this guy is at a pretty advantageous position compared to this one. So as you can see, this one's maximum painful memory is 40. and all of these other ones are pretty small. So just having this horrible hallucination movelet is really good. And you can't get this while they're entered the cycle because body cultivators can pretty much, they can't devour, they will just devour it and get essences from it instead of like getting effects from it, I believe. So anyways, besides that, I probably should have had my body cultivator also eat some items that would heal their stamina, because now I can't eat those certain items because they are over a 3.60 tier. But I'm not really worried about fully training my body cultivator, so I don't want to save scum or even move forward with doing that. So I'm just gonna have this guy passively start to breathe, and I'm gonna assign them to this cushion. So I want this guy to be able to level up, so the first thing I'm going to do is have them remote one of these muscles, and I'm just selecting which one I want them to remote. Typically you would just do the head muscles, so I think I'll just stick with doing that. Then I'll set up my breathing arrangements. There are certain times that you definitely want to breathe, so you definitely want to breathe at night and in the middle of the day. I don't know why they're sleeping, but they should be remoting or breathing. Oh, it's because their mental state is very low due to the horrible hallucination. So I need to bring their mental state to a viable value, so let me just do everything I can to increase their mental state first. So I'll just panacea them 5 times, and then I'll do a reconstruction on them as well. I believe my 1 is the one that has reconstruction, just because I've been giving my 1 everything. Okay, as you can see, they have some positive move bonuses, and then the awkward cohab is making them even worse, so I'm going to assign them to a room of their own. So now I believe their mood will slowly start to go up. But yeah, they just have a lot of negative moodlets, so now they're really already very stacked, and they're painful memories, which is pretty nice. So now that that's done, I also want to use Wise Detachment on my body cultivator to remove all temporary moodlets. I'm not sure if any of my disciples have Wise Detachment already, so let me just go and learn that on one of my tribulation farmers. So I'll just go here, and this one does have Wise Detachment. So let's have them use Wise Detachment on this body cultivator to hopefully further increase their mood. Oh, well, it seems they actually lost all of their good moves and their bad moves, so I'll have to do the panacea and the reconstruction again. So let's do that again. Okay, I think I selected body cultivator 1 instead of body cultivator 2. And then I just selected 2 disciples, whatever. Panacea, and then I want to make sure I do reconstruction as well. Where is this miracle? Where? Oh, it's right here. yet another reconstruction. So they have this right here, then they have Panacea, and then I believe there's another thing that I can learn. I think it's called Incantation of Mind Cleansing, but that one can only be used on mortals. However, there are some miracles that say that should only be used on mortals. However, they do work on body cultivators and Shendao, just like Wise Detachment. So this right here, Incantation of Mind Cleansing, and I'm learning that on Mount 2. So this right here, I believe, gives like a 50 mood. Okay, so it doesn't work on this guy, so that didn't work. So let's see where we at now. Still at a breakdown. This negative 200 moodlet is pretty powerful. So I'm thinking if there's any other way that I can increase their mood. They have good clothing. They have their Panacea Miracle, Maxed Out, Warm Wind, Magnificent Clothing. So they're at negative 49 mood. I could also give them some bells. So let's give them a Spirit Wood Bell. I just need their mood to get to a certain point where they can, you know, just relax. Or where they'll start to remold again. So let me go into this wiki page and then search moodlet. Or maybe mood. Let's see, list of moodlets, personal, select the person, medicine, environment. Random, work, sleep, new game, equipment. This is what I'm looking for. Interesting. Maybe I just want to go to the mood wiki to get some more specific information. Yeah, so it says bells and dice. Remoting the fatherless. Certain manuals, certain negative miracles. Okay. Story talisman, prayer talisman. So I mean, right now all I have is bells, and then I also have dice. So I'll just equip this dice too. And they're a negative 41, and they probably would be in a positive if they didn't have all of this other moodlets. Okay, so they have the bright light one, so that means that they need to have an umbrella equipped as well. Why can you not equip an umbrella? Oh, it's an artifact, not an umbrella. This one is actually an umbrella. So right now they have these temporary moodlets right here. And it says they're cold, so let me actually give them the Tough Demon High clothing. Tough Demon High pants and Demon High shirt. So where are we at now? Exhausted, mental breakdown. So we have negative 30 in temporary moodlets. And then we have some other ones. So even if I sorry, not negative 20, it's negative 30, and their mood is negative 41, so that will only bring them down to 10. So yeah, I think I just have to wait this out. Just want to look at all of these other cultivation stats just to kind of see if there's anything else that I want to do. Yeah, I don't really see anything that can really combat this. Great Dream. Because this right here is 75, and then this is 100. So that's 130, 145. I call this 160. And then this could be 175, 187. So this is adding 187 mood. Then this is reducing mood by 200, which overcomes that. And then we have all of these other mood lists that are based on the hallucination. So there's really not much I can do for 5 days with eating the strange mushroom. As you can see, they have a lot of good, painful memories. So yeah, I was just thinking, like, should I just remove like all of their items so that they can just furtherly have a bad mood? Anyways, I'm not really too worried about this. That's pretty much all the setup that you would need to do for a body cultivator. You can use that strange mushroom, and then you would assign them this room, and then this guy will begin to cultivate once they get up. So this room will make the body cultivator accumulate blessed feng shui or blessed essence, wraith breath, and they'll also be able to have at least 2,000 CHA and High while also gaining intrinsic life essence, which is super important. So yeah, now that I'm pretty much finished that, I think I do want to move forward with working on the Shendao cultivation. So the Shendao cultivation is a very interesting cultivation style in which the cultivator is a god, and they can get like an internal city, and then they can recruit different people to join their city, and then their cultivation is all based on mental state. So all of their capabilities is based on how much mental state that they have and how much mental state they'll be gaining. So I think I'll just move forward with going based on that. And then Shendao cultivations, they also have mental state, and they have distress, which is basically the sum of all of their mood lists, whether they be positive or negative. So with that being said, for Shendao cultivators, you want to search for humans that have the different traits and backgrounds that reduce the rate of which their mood is affected. And then you also want to use a purity leaf, because a purity leaf will also affect that. So if I go to purity leaf wiki page, then I'll be able to show you guys that. So as you can see, the purity leaf has a negative 0.25 mood multiplier. So this makes it so that, for example, if your cultivator had something that gave them 100 mood, then they would actually have 75 mood. So then if I go into background stories or NPC stories, let's see. Let me go to backgrounds. Then I'll be able to search up mood multiplier. And you can see that there are certain traits that reduce the mood multiplier as well for humans. So numb, is a good one. However, this reduces INT by 5. And then, let's see, sensitive. This one increases the mood multiplier, which is something that you don't want. Ill-tempered increases good-tempered. This is a good one that you want because it also gives mental state. And Shendaos operate based on mental state. You don't want this one because it's going to increase the power of the moodlets. Ooh, I need some water. And then warrior is also a good one. So typically I'll go for warrior, and or at least I'm planning to go for warrior, and then there's another one called Good-Tempered. This one right here. So those are the two ones that you will be looking for in a human, and it's surprisingly really easy to find a disciple with Good-Tempered and warrior, and I'll just show you guys what that looks like. So let's see. I'm looking in the Discord really quick. Okay, so if you go into the agencies and then you recruit from the Spirit Masters Hall, then you'll be able to eventually find a Good-Tempered warrior human, which will have a negative 50% mood multiplier, and then if they eat a purity leaf, then that's a negative 75% mood multiplier. So something that gives like 100 mood would actually end up giving 25 mood. So let's see. I'm trying to look for something else. I'm trying to look at this guy so that I can see how much charisma or how much intelligence I want to have on my Shendao Cultivator. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through. Okay, so in the beginning, it looks like you want to just have low charisma for one of the breakthroughs. So I'll hope that I get low charisma. And look, we have a Good-Tempered warrior just right there. So for Shendao Cultivators, you don't really care about their stats because they are actually getting a lot of flat values. So even if you have like all of these different stats that increase different things, then they will be like very negligent in the grand scheme of things. So for example, if you have like something that adds like 10% max chi, then it wouldn't really help because everything that Shendao Cultivators have are adding are adding flat values, so that 10% wouldn't apply to those. But yeah, this is pretty much the type of human that you will want to look for is a Good-Tempered warrior, because they have really good mood management. So I'm gonna send this guy there, and I was able to pull that from just a pool of 5 disciples. So, and that wasn't even really luck because they're everywhere. Trust me. So if I go in here and I just keep doing recruitments all over, then I'll be able to find some Good-Tempered warrior disciples. As you can see, I just found another one. So this one has high intelligence and low charisma. So I want to use this one as well. Let's try to recruit some more. This one has Good-Tempered. And then I believe there's some other location that I'm missing in terms of where I couldn't recruit my disciples from. Strong warrior. So I think I'm doing my recruitment at the worst time to do it, and the best time would be around 12 o'clock because I would see way more disciples. So I'll just wait another day to also recruit some more humans. Yeah, BC2 is just struggling. And I have some enemies. Let's quickly dispose of these guys. And I don't have kill mode on, so be sure I finish the job. And I just got a strange elf event. And to do that, you just need firecrackers. And you pretty much should know about this already if you're this far into the series, honestly. So yeah, I'm just going to pick up this firecracker and use this to startle the strange elf or spring festival minion, so I can get these festive goods. Pretty good loot. So again, I'm pretty much just waiting for the next day, but this time I'm going to wait until it's around noon because that's the best time to recruit, so that I can have a bigger pool of disciples to choose from. And then besides that, because Good-Tempered warrior traits are so common, you can probably find them just by entering some of these side areas too. So you don't have to think that if you want to start a really good Shendao with a really good start, that you have to be like late game and have agencies started up. So I can show you guys how that would go. So you just go into an area and just look around for some disciples, but you definitely want to pause your game while you're looking around because that time is going to increase the time that it takes for a disciple to visit. So as you can see, this disciple right here, Good-Tempered warrior, so that's the third one. So I'll just have this disciple invite them to my sect. So I was just able to casually find that pretty much instantly, and then you can also find these guys like all throughout the different sects. So right now I already have found the 3 Good-Tempered warrior disciples, and really you only need like, well, not only, but you do need, it would be advised to have Shendao, because Shendaos can create Shendao's artifacts, which can be used by Shendao disciples, and they just have a lot of really good stats. So that's why I pretty much want to create a good amount of Shendaos so that I can give my disciple all of those artifacts. And then I'll just go into this sect and then check out their mortals to see what stats they have. So this is the one case in which I would probably prefer humans over Yao Guai, is when I'm looking for Shendao guys. So this one was Good-Tempered, I believe. Yeah, this is Good-Tempered and Careless. Farmer's Child. So yeah, they're not super hard to find because Good-Tempered just happens a lot, and then you pretty much just have to hope that they have both. Let me check one more sec to see if I can find another one. Let's try Mount Tiger Paw. Again, just searching through these guys. Yep, and we found one, a Good-Tempered Warrior. So this guy is a core shaper, so it would kind of be a dilemma if I was to steal him from a sect, because he is a disciple. But I could just steal this disciple and then have them rebirthed in order to be a pretty good Shendao. But I'm not going to do that just because they're a core shaper. And I believe strong is actually one that affects the multiplier as well. So let me just double check this. So let's see, strong. Okay, so that has to do with pain tolerance, which has nothing to do with mood. Okay. This one also a strong warrior. Farmer's child. Optimist, good-tempered again. So like, even if you just settle for like the in-between, which is just someone that has good temper, then you'll have a really good chance of having that happen, and you'll still have a pretty good advantage. So this sect actually has two guys that are good-tempered warrior. So I could recruit these two as well, especially since they're only core shapers. But I don't really want this sect to lose reputation with me, so I'll just skip over those. But if I was starting like an early game, then I really wouldn't care, and I would just recruit those two core shapers for the cause of my sect. And so while I'm doing that, I also want to create a lot of sacred talismans, because if I'm planning to raise 6 Shendao at once, then I'll need to craft a lot of talismans for like mental state and Shendao based stats. So let me do some refinements while I wait for the next day. Spectre refinements, and then I'll do tile refinements. Because if I have 6 Shendao disciples, then I'll need at least 3 talismans for each one, so that's at least 18. And then probably even more than that, depending on what's happening. Do some tile refinements. Now I'll just do the same thing over again. Right now I have 8, 9, 10, or I have 9, so I'm about halfway there. It's so nice having so many disciples to do this. The best way to play is to have as many disciples as possible. Inner disciples, that is, for me at least. Where was that stack of sacred talismans? More Spectre refinements, come on. This should definitely put me above 18. And this guy as well. Ah, did I select the wrong amount of refinements? 4. Why did I select 4? Maybe I just ran out of Anguished Soul Gems. That would be the one that would make the most sense. Yep. Now let's see. I have 14. So let me just do more tower refinements then. But first, let me see if any sects are selling Anguished Soul Gems. I don't know why my trade area is so laggy now on the save. And these guys are selling 23. Let's get these. I was too lazy to move my fingers, so I just did 2,222. Serenity Soul Gems. Yeah, I really don't know what's up with that. So it's almost noon, so I'm just looking for that as well. One can do tile refinement, so I'm actually going to select something else. Model 3 doesn't have tile refinement, so I'll have them fix up one of the unfinished Sacred Talismans. Model 4 has tile refinements. I know I have a lot of Tribulation Ash. Model 5 doesn't have tile refinement. Tile refinement on this guy. So pretty much anyone that has Spectre refinement and not tile refinement will be fixing these 3 talismans. And everyone else will just do tile refinement. Let me search up an ash to see how much Tribulation Ash I have. Yeah, I have 156. I wonder what's hurting them. An overflow of chi. Oh. I have some enemies join, nice. Oh, they're tier 12 too, nice. This is like perfect. So I'll turn Lady Cloud off of kill mode and then just get some contracts from these guys. Let's do seal contract. I need to figure out which disciple has seal contract. So we got that. And then he's just up. Stop roaming around, please. Turn off this. Oh, outer one is quick. What are you doing, dude? He was instantly ready to butcher him. And this has become a course because outer one already started to butcher it, I guess. So I'll take that. I just got 3 turtle contracts. Let's see. Or 2 apparently. Did my outer one get another one? No, it has to be 3. Maybe an outer disciple just moving it. Whatever. I have 4 in total, which is pretty nice. Oh, and it's a little bit past noon. But I think that this is still a pretty fair time to do recruitment. So let's try to find yet some more guys. I think this is a guy that I invited actually. So yeah. So this guy is almost about to die because of me. Alright, back into these agencies. I think Favored by Destiny is also a good one too. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing more disciples though. Found one. Good-Tempered Warrior. Got another one. Body of Yang, interesting. I see Good-Tempered right here. Warrior, Gifted Artist. Ugly and Good-Tempered. I should just send these extra guys out to these agencies. Okay, so we got 40 guys. Good-Tempered and Healthy, okay. Another Good-Tempered and Unattractive. Or the other one was Ugly, right? Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, so I did Seascape. Did City of Abundance. Let's try this area right here. Oh, Good-Tempered Warrior. Thank you. I'm pretty much just rich in influence, so I'm just doing this. But again, I only want to get 6 guys so that I can have 6 Shendao artifacts. This should be the last recruitment. And yet another Good-Tempered Warrior. Perfect. I'll just fill out these agencies some more. My map is about to be flooded with disciples just moving around. Watch this. You see all of that because it tells you like, or it will show you the information on the disciples as they're in transit. Alright, so now this guy has joined my sect and they're a good-tempered warrior. If we go into mood, their mood shouldn't be like as affected as other disciples would be. So I also need to create a Shendao quarters. So I'll need to give this guy a room. However, I don't want the room to affect their mood too much. So it should be a pretty regular room, like nothing too crazy. My tier 12 snake contract. Is this another good-tempered warrior? Yep. We are accepting all Shendao candidates. It's actually better if they are men, because when they are men you can remove their shirt and then they won't get a negative mood buff and they won't have the buff from having like really good clothes. Anyways, let me start to build out this Shendao room. I honestly forget exactly how to make the best Shendao room, so I'm just going to start off by making a very basic room. Because Shendao Cultivators do not want anything too good or anything too bad. You just want to keep their mood very regular. And you want to use very low tier materials. So it looks like I need more timber, but I believe that my agencies are generating loads of timber. I just didn't collect them. Oh, they're creating loads of wood, so I actually do need to craft this timber. So let's just have someone create timber on loop. Don't have any loggers, nope. I'm gonna be promoting these guys soon, so I'll just make one of these guys a logger. As you can see, all these pandas are in urgent need of thinking, but I don't really care about that. Then let's move this guy to mine. I don't know why they were on practice. I also don't know where this panda came from, so I'll just soul chant them. Then these guys have an overflow of chi, so I don't know, I'll just feed them a panacea pill. Just because I'm too lazy to like try to figure out exactly what they need. So this is pretty much a Shendao room that you would want, like a bare bone, normal, common room, something that's not too good, not too bad. I do want to move the snake contract over as well. I'll put this in my general area where I have all of my equipments for my tribulation farmers and such. Only a few more days until you stop complaining. So now it's 10 o'clock and now it's 11. Maybe I'll do another round of recruitment if I can. But I remember I did my recruitment at around 16 and you have to wait 20, like a whole day to do it again. So I'll have to wait till the next day. I have some more guys. What does pessimist do? Because that sounds like it might mess up my mood. It's a constant negative 15 moodlet, so I definitely do not want that. That's just search moodlet then. So I don't want pessimist and I don't want optimistic. I don't know if I want numb, but numb is fine, I guess. So yeah, pessimist and optimistic are ones that I want to avoid, so I'll skip on this disciple actually. And then I'll take this one. Let's so chant this guy. Snowing. Also need to use chain of cloud dispelling. Oh, this one is just Good-Tempered, huh? I wonder why I invited them. Maybe I did a misclick. Oh, this could be the one that I misclicked on. Alright, I guess you just get soul chanted. Good-Tempered warrior, let's see. They don't have pessimistic or optimistic, which is good. So far I have 4 guys and I would like to have 6 so that I can use 6 artifacts. Got another one. And then ideally they all would be male because if they're female then there's no way that I can make sure that they don't have a positive mood buff from having exquisite clothes, I guess. Sugar baby. So I'll do one more round of invitation to try to replace these females with males. Just because I have 3 females. So that's the thing that would make it like more difficult. Would be actually looking for a male, but I should be able to afford that just because I'm later in my game. But I definitely would not recommend for you to just search for all males. So how many do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, and then I have 3 women. So I'm just gonna wait until noon and try to get a good recruitment session in again. Right now it's 8 o'clock. Of course we have invaders. Send out my tiger, have him use an AoE spell. I'll send in this one. They don't deserve all that, but that's what happens when you invade. Okay, back to looking for good-tempered warriors. Okay, strong and warrior. I think that was the one that I was thinking about getting as well. Let's see. Or maybe it was numb. I could be confusing myself. Yeah. So it had to be numb, not strong. There were no good-tempered warriors in that one. Let's see. Warrior strong. A lot of strong warriors over here. I know that Favorite by Destiny does something interesting. I just forgot what. Oh, this is so that you can unlock a certain location. Or not a certain location, but you can get a certain... You can finish a certain secret. Interesting. Yeah, that won't help out with Shendao though. Nope. We have a male good-tempered warrior. And now my agencies are full. Now I can just go to strictly looking for the disciple. That's a good-tempered warrior, but it's a woman. It's a warrior. Oh. That's a woman. Another woman. I just found 2 or 3. Let's try this one. Yeah, we need to find 2 more males because I just found 1. I was like hunting for Pokemon. I mean, in this batch, I got, what, 3 women that were good-tempered warriors, so maybe I'll get lucky on the other side the next day. I'm gonna let the whole day go by again. My body cultivator is back with a better mood. I'm just going to choose this option that increases all population. Oh. Who's this guy? Oh, I'm from Blue Lotus Temple. Let's give them a room. I may need to create an extra area just because it's just so hard to find an open room. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did on my body cultivator, panacea, and reconstruction. So what's their mood at now? 146. That's pretty good. I should be getting a good amount of rep from Blue Lotus Temple. Alright, it's 11:30. Let's go back to recruiting. I have to wait a little bit more. Another woman. Let's go to gender male. Oh, Dragon Blood. I needed this for the Excellent secret. Let's see if we can find one here. Finally. Is this another one? Oh, we got two. Let's see. Sort by male. None over there. I think we may have gotten enough already. Alright, so now I'll just wait for the next batch to show up. Then I think it's safe to say that I can actually boot out these women. So you can see when you remove their clothes, they get this negative moodlet called clothing needed. So let me turn off mindful dressers so that they're not equipping clothes as soon as I take them off. Oh, some of them come with items too. I forgot about that. Just gonna let me boot these women. And I know they're women because their icon has like these little pigtails. Is this one of my guys? Yes, you are. Welcome to the Sect. Why are all these random pandas in my Sect? Let me just... Oh, are these the babies of the pandas? That would make so much sense. I'm sure some of these pandas are pregnant. Because why do I have so many pandas to just end my Sect? Interesting. I wonder when these guys will come. Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys coming. So as long as one of them don't have one of those bad traits due to negligence, then I should be good. Wow, 2 doesn't even have an artifact. Yeah, those have to be baby pandas. Let's see. Got another Good-Tempered warrior. I don't know what troubled is, but this sounds like it could affect the mood. So I just want to double check this. Energy replenishment bonus. I think I actually don't want that modifier because Shendao's, they do need energy for whatever reason. So I'll skip that. And just recruit this guy. So I just need 2 more guys. I'm gonna kill this guy right here. Oh, nice. Oh, this is the Dragon Blood guy. Let me go to the wiki and search up Dragon Blood really quick too. Just so that I know what I need to do. I'll probably work on that in the next video though, since this one is already getting pretty long. Yes, Poison Dragon Lake. Then it has to be this right here. Oh wait. Treasure of Venom. Special adventure. I'm just clicking through. Give me something. Okay, so you get a tier 12 artifact. That's pretty interesting. So this is the guy with dragon blood, so let me rename him. The Blood. Count the blood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need one more guy. And it should be one of these guys, but if Seed Abundance has one, then I'll just recruit them because it's a closer area. Nope. Then it would probably be best for me to just wait for this guy to come. What is this? Oh, one of these disciples has a shapeshift tribulation. They have 2 artifacts equipped. I don't think they're going to survive this. Let's see if they can fight it. I would also love it if my other disciples weren't just like relaxing over there. I'll change this talisman table so that it's only outer disciples for the time being, and then send these guys away from the tribulation. This guy's spells do pretty good damage, so I think that they actually can survive this. They just have to survive through 5 tribulations. I think this is the last one. Ooh, they barely beat it with some really bad spells. That's so funny. They have a 13,000 spell damage bonus, and they just had 2 spells that did like 30k damage and was able to survive it with 270k. CHA. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Let's change these back to Enter Disciples. And of course, one of my disciples got really hurt. So I'm going to have to do Panacea and Reconstruction on them. Let's do Reconstruction first. Then I'll have this one use Panacea on them. Yeah, all of these pandas. This is so funny. Alright, let's stay focused, guys. Stay focused. These guys have absolutely no chance. Okay, I guess this guy's done remoting to level 50. Because when they do remotes, they only go up to level 50 for one session. So I'll just have them actually just breathe. This says from Riverbank City to Wild South. I thought it said Mount South. So I actually need to recruit one more disciple. No, this is a random turtle. Okay. Good-tempered, agreeable. Let's try this out. Seascape. Good-tempered, lazy, no. Alright, I guess I have to wait like a day or two. Because I'm too lazy to visit these sects and steal their disciples. So I think I need to create a side pasture for all of these pandas that are joining my sect. Just to like put them in a corner. It's kind of hard to tell which one is which. It's just like impossible to tell unless I count, so never mind about that. Just gonna continue to let my game run. I just want to get this set up properly. Just need one more Shendao, the chosen one. 83 people. One of them has to be a good-tempered warrior male. Intellectual. Exhausted. Craftsman. Yeah, I have to wait because at these other locations I did it later on. So I have to wait until tomorrow. Hemorrhoids. Pretty much just letting my game run. Now it's 12 o'clock or close to noon, so I can do my recruitments again. $82 people this time. Warrior gifted artist. Warrior strong. Good-Tempered. Finally, another Good-Tempered warrior. There we go. I'm gonna check every other place though. You can never have too much. That's a woman. Another man. Okay. Yeah, I think I did all of the recruitment locations, so I'm gonna let my game run and then let these final, I think there was 3 of them, join my sect, and then I'll work on promoting them in the next video. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Just looking at my second gate, like, are they there yet? This area is so cluttered. I have no clue why, honestly. Because these items should be allowed in my storage area, right? Oh, they're not? Coat and pants. I guess not. Not the snow. Yeah, these have to be baby pandas. Oh, they're coming. I think there's 2 more. this another guy right here? No. Alright, I think I'm good. I have more than enough. Let's see. So I have this guy. I don't know why they have this icon right here indicating that they are a water-based cultivator. Must just be a UI bug. Anyways, let me just double check everyone. So we have Mel, Good-Tempered Warrior, Good-Tempered Warrior, Good-Tempered Warrior, Good-Tempered Warrior. Then this is the Dragon Blood guy, Good-Tempered Warrior, Good-Tempered Warrior. So I have at least 6 guys. And now let me check their mood list to make sure that they don't have anything weird going on based on their stats. Okay, these all look regular. All of these also look regular. All of these look regular. Nice. Yeah, I think everyone is good so far. So yeah, that's pretty much how you would do late game recruitment for a Shendao. You just want to find the Good-Tempered Warriors. And then if you're not using the one-click favor mod, there is a social minigame aspect of Shendao cultivation, so you will need higher charisma to be able to utilize that. And then you will also need to have 8 intelligence if you don't plan on jumping past a certain breakthrough. However, I am using one-click favor mod, and I do plan on jumping past a certain breakthrough. So I think I'm pretty much good with guys that preferably have lower charisma and lower intelligence, if that makes sense. However, this is me really just practicing that concept and also practicing using Good-Tempered Warrior guys as well. So I'll be able to figure this out later on, and then hopefully be able to deliver a more concise explanation of these things later on. And then besides that, let me turn off this temper station and make sure that I have a good amount of purity leaf, since I would need to use that to reduce the mood modifier as well. And as you can see, I have loads of purity leaf. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing me do mass recruitments, and I hope you learned something. And I hope you also enjoyed learning about how to increase the body cultivator's moodlet to increase the power of their fierce berserk. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.